ready. Wonderful good morning, everybody. Man, was it a beautiful night last night. And yesterday started out pretty fun. Went camping with my cousin Luke. Then we made our way down, saw my other cousin Trevor. We did a bunch of monster truck things, and then that was fun, by the way. Anyways, from there we made our way down to Cache Creek. Oh, a bunch of birds just taking off behind me. Made our way down to Cache Creek and caught up with the travel center, did a bunch of showering. So we're a few days in now and, you know, a little stanky. We were going to order a shower off Amazon, but that didn't show up in time. So yeah, we're, you know, just kind of making it work. We're not going to cancel the trip because of that, that's for sure. Anyways, last night we got to this lake here, Marble Canyon, I think it's called, Marble Canyon Lake. And we're just about to head off down to the coast through the old highway before they put in the highway at the Fraser Canyon. And that'll take us down through Whistler, Squamish. But man, is that such a beautiful area. I'm really excited to kind of go through and travel through that area. That's been a great trip so far. I think we might even hit Epic Adventure Outfitters today if we can. If not, it'll be tomorrow for sure. And we're gonna meet up with Kelly from KB Autotech and G from BC tomorrow. They're gonna take us out to a really cool campsite that they have, and that'll be a fun little trip on its own. But in the meantime, we're gonna head down to the coast on probably one of the most beautiful drives. From Whistler down, they call that the Sea to Sky Highway. So it's gonna be pretty beautiful. Now Mike and Liz, who's coming with us on the trip here, they've never been to the ocean. So this will be a whole new experience for them. Man, Canada is beautiful, and it's been an amazing trip. Thanks for coming along, guys. It's gonna be a good day.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call.
Back in 2019, when I was heading through this section, heading to the BC Overland Rally, this whole area was sliding away, and you can see the old section of the road. They've done a good job building it back up.
You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
What a beautiful travel through the mountains. After a nice full day of adventure, we finally hit the ocean. Well, after spending some time by the ocean, really enjoying what it had, because we don't really get to see that a lot in Alberta, we decided to head back up to Alice Lake. Alice Lake is a super beautiful spot, And it was great to spend the night there, kind of recharge our batteries. We had a busy day the next day. We're going to meet up with G from BC and Kelly from KB Autotech and do some mountain trails. We're really looking forward to it. Well, after a super beautiful night, sleeping in really light rain with the windows open, it was time to get going. As we were heading into town, our first stop was going to be Overland Garage. We had finally arrived at Overland Garage. These guys are coming to the Expo, but man, what a lineup of vehicles that greet you as soon as you get here. It's at this point right here where I feel a little like a kid about to enter a candy store. Well, after looking at all the toys and spending a little bit of money, it was time to take off. Before we took off, we did have to check out the diesel swapped FJ Cruiser. That thing's pretty cool. A big shout out to Jerry and his team for making us feel so welcome. Man, I cannot wait to see you guys at the Expo. Well, from Overland Garage, we made our way over to Epic Adventure Outfitters. Mike had an overhead console he was going to pick up from them. And first thing you see is a whole bunch of badass Jeeps. So far looking pretty good. Oh, who's that? Well, Mike picked up his overhead console, and they had something going on with this electric Jeep. Can't wait to see what they have on the go. Sean, it was a pleasure to meet you. Anyways, now we are at KB Autotech, and here's the KB Autotech Adventure machine. We're going to head out and check out a couple of interesting spots, go camping on a really nice lake, so looking forward to it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, we're meeting Gary G from BC as well, so that should be pretty fun. I'm looking forward to tonight. It's going to be a nice little escape and a beautiful camp out on a lake. Can't get better than that. Hey G, how's it going?
Good.
Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you.
How's it going?
Oh, doing amazing.
Good. How was your trip?
And with that, we were off. We made one last stop for fuel and to kind of stock up on some snacks and grocery items, and then off again to the trailhead. Aired out at the trailhead, getting ready to head in. Got Kelly, KB Autotech. I love his Toyota. It's pretty sweet. Got my Rubicon. We got Mike in his Gladiator Rubicon. And we got G from BC over here. He is running with his Rubicon as well. And got to make sure to say hi to Kelly. Anyways. And then all of a sudden, with a left-hand turn, we were down onto the trail. woods around here were absolutely epic. Something out of Lord of the Rings. There is moss all over the trees, thick, and very fun to drive in. We then took a little left-hand turn that took us down a little bit further into the valley. It was a pretty fun trail so far. It was pretty amazing coming out of the tree cover into an open, sunny area. It just accentuated the beauty in the forest. All right, coming up, we've got something called the ditches. You get to crawl over the ditches. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. Mike's a little nervous because he's got a Gladiator, a little bit of a lower point of gravity. Oh, there's G. And we are having a blast out here. There's some pretty sweet trails. Center of gravity, right?
Yeah.
There is a series of these washouts. They start out a little bit smaller, but as you keep going, they get larger and larger. You gotta love Mike's face in this upcoming scene.
Hey G, do a jump, man! Do a jump!
This was the last of the washout ditches. The Gladiator required a little bit of rock stacking in order to make it through this one.
Okay, get rid of it there. That will probably help alleviate as much as we can. Could always put this piece of wood down too. And it's not too bad yet. Go to the passenger just a hair. Deck and forward. Yeah, climb that rock. Perfect.
Just the hitch.
You're on just the hitch there. So.
Still just the hitch.
Yeah, and then hit driver.
Oh yeah, that's right. There was one last ditch. It's right here where the trail narrows up a lot and goes a little off camber. We even had a few more water crossings that we had to get through. I have to give kudos to my wife for getting this shot, standing in the thick mosquitoes in order to do it. And then being stuck on this side of the river. Well, Gary gave her a ride. Thanks, Gary. I appreciate it.
Oh, wow. Not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay then.
There you go.
Thank you.
We had made it to the lake that we were going to be camping at for the night. Man, what a beautiful lake. The mosquitoes were thick, but, you know, it was worth it. Well, it was time to set up camp and get dinner on the go.
My older sister told me that
Baby. Is that even gonna fit in there?
the cake pans out. I had the flour all the way.
like a glove.
Kelly even brought out a really nice cut of steak and decided to grill it up.
That is terrifying.
It definitely turned out pretty good.
You start off with the best foods, and then as
So no idea. It's my first time cooking on this thing. I'm thinking it's probably
After dinner, Gary and Kelly were going to make their way back into town. A real big shout out to those two guys, showing us some of the most amazing trails that we've seen out this way.
that's definitely a medium rare.
Ended up being a super nice night. The mosquitoes went away and the frogs came out.